Let's go, everybody! Grand final time. Valors against ProxiMiniTY. It was a little bit of an awkward road getting to the grand final. So after covering some of the quarterfinals, I was kind of excited to jump into the semis. But as it turns out, the first semifinal that I wanted to cast didn't take place because one of the teams could not play. They had a forfeit since one of their players was not able to continue playing today. Then we tried to jump into the second semifinal, and guess what? The exact same thing happened. So now we have Valors and ProxiMiniTY both in the grand final without even having to play the semis. And I'm a little bit hyped for this one, because we obviously saw ProxiMiniTY already play earlier. It seems like they are it seems like they're Eastern European. At least they were talking about one of the Belarus tournaments that they are also participating in throughout the weekend. So I've been chatting with them a little bit during the break. And our new team here is Team Valors, a Canadian organization with a European team. And for me, it's kind of funny because every single time I see Shuka over here, I have to think immediately about the Croatian player Pavel Shuka. And it's obviously not him, but still. But it seems to be a commitment towards B here in the first round, so the pistol round continues. Don't mind the layouts that you see here. Nobody is playing with the Phantom in the first round. It's a bit of a bug that we have in the observer interface of Valorant right now, hopefully fixed soon. But Leaveview has to try and force them back, and actually ProxiMiniTY is playing this again slow. Makes a little bit of noise in hookah and says hello, but starts to rotate over towards A instead, where Leaveview already has the camera up and is telling the team what's going on there. And Reyes is making the rotation, so they're going to try to rush over to the point, as it seems. And Mabiko in particular is already rushing through. Alright, Spike is still in play, but they had to take down some of those Cypher traps. The heal immediately employed. And here comes the... Oh, the boom bot! But he takes it down. A lot of damage comes in, but there's the kill. And this looks fantastic for the defenders. Valors is able to lock in the first win in round number 1. Good approach initially, but the ice wall down just a little bit too late, and that put a lot of damage onto Mabiko immediately. So he was trying to get the spike plant through, but he just couldn't, and that means that they're also lacking the 300 credits that come with it. First round, 2 Team Valors, and of course a full eco round now for ProxiMiniTY. We would love to get a few kills in, but they are going up against SMGs all around, with the exception of White, who is looking at a Ghost in the arsenal. Of course, there's full armor too. Already slowing them down here. First victim has been found. Shuka is actually just holding down the left mouse button. Gets a headshot connected. Nicely done. Walks around the corner. Tries to go for the double and gets it. Gets the triple kill. Gets the quad kill. Shuka with the plays here in round number 2. Obviously a bit of an easy one, as we could see here for him. I mean, again, heavily outgunning the opposition since they were able to afford the full buy, but one headshot after another. So beautiful start for them into the first half of the grand final, which is still a best of 1, by the way. White was able to afford himself... gets boosted up. Okay, White gets actually boosted up here. So it's a bit easier to boost in Valorant, actually. So what you're usually trying to do, they did it a little bit differently, but oftentimes you're trying to find a corner and you're just hopping, and the person that wants to boost the other player up tries to crouch underneath them. So that works too. In this case, they went for the jump approach, which also helped to put White up onto the board here. A little bit of a jumpy fella, apparently. But has the operator in play now. And that... okay. Alright, that was a little bit of a brain fart that we just saw there. And, well, there's a bit of a pause, as you can see. But, yeah, that was an interesting one. So, the game has been paused. Apparently, one of the players has a bit of a tech issue. I think maybe that was an intentional throw. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to take another look at it. So, he actually let the operator fall, and then it had to be brought up again. I haven't seen that before, but that was a nice flying approach to just throw it up there, as the game is paused at this point, but that was definitely a funny one. And, well, as everybody is just like simply walking, I actually think we're waiting currently, if I'm not mistaken, for Riken, and Riken is back, so time should start ticking down pretty quickly. Actually, now that I have a closer look at it, It seems that it is... No, they seem all to be there. Everybody's moving. I don't know who we're actually waiting for. Maybe it's Shuka himself, but no, everybody's actually dipping around. I mean, either way, it doesn't really matter too much. What I wanted to talk about is what weapons are being played right now. Because if you look over to Team Valors right now, this is one of the main reasons why the third round is just so tricky if you won 2 in a row. Because in the second round, you are just not able to afford proper rifles, so you can't go into anything like a Phantom or a Vandal. Instead, you're going for SMGs usually. And that's why in this round, they only have 3 SMGs. They lost Avenger in the last round, so he was then able to go for the full buy. But in this round, you don't really want to throw your SMG away and then buy yourself a Phantom, even if you can afford it. You can see it on the side of Wes, for example, the Brimstone player for Team Valor. So he didn't do that there either. White, on the other hand, realized already early on that if he just goes for a full armor and a ghost in the second round, that he's going to be able to afford himself a quick operator in round 3. And honestly, he's the one that we have to watch out for a little bit. If he gets an opening kill against ProxiMiniTY when they start to make their approach there, that would be pretty solid for them. So that's obviously the hope here. Get the early kill with White, make sure that the operator player is going to get some solid damage in, and then follow up on that. And since ProxiMiniTY played a full eco round on round 2, they now in this third round have not only full armor available, but they are also looking at rifles all around. So we got Phantoms in play, we got Vandals in play, and if 1 or 2 of them get taken out, then of course you are going to try and just like trade weapons. So a win in the third round for Team Valors would be absolutely incredible and really give them a massive lead in this particular game. So if they can pull it off, that would be fantastic, but we'll see if it actually comes to that. Now, whatever the problem was has been resolved, and that means we're actually going to take a quick look at White. So this is exactly what I talked about earlier. He's going to try and get the operator kill in. I'm playing it slow over here already. We have 2 making a little bit of noise over on B. And if anybody is making a move in, then it's going to be Maybico. Honestly, if you watch the earlier game of ProxiMiniTY, you definitely have seen this before. They go for the same composition of agents that we've seen them use previously on Bind, and they also make the same move with Brimstone and Breach over on Showers. They dip into Showers, they have a bit of a look there, and they have at the same time some people making a bit of noise over on B, just seeing if they can get an entry frag somewhere, and then make a move. And, well, the operator play is now starting to home in on Showers, but the attack is going to come through A short. And that's where we now slowly have Breach getting in position to open this up with his abilities to just use some of the utility over here. But we also have, at the same time, when we're taking a closer look over to B, Rika now slowly moving away. So they were sitting at hookah the entire time, just having a bit of a look of what they can make happen, and decided that they would make the approach onto A. And White is looking into the wrong direction. They have a wall down. Wall has been eliminated. There's the blind, though, and he had to immediately reposition. Had to jump out. They're trying to hold down Showers, but nobody's actually moving through that. Instead, the big move is coming straight through short, as we already said. C4 is coming out once, twice, goes straight in, nearly takes on Maybico, but he still gets the plant connected before he starts to heal himself again. Another connect, but not really a full hit against Wake, but Avenger comes through and is finally able to take him down. A beautiful headshot of White allows him to go for a trade into a Phantom, lets the operator slide for just another second, and we still have another 3 players on the board for ProxiMiniTY, but Valors is sitting there with 3 of their own. Maybico gets the kill connected. Shuka still trying to buy a little bit more time. The Incinerary is on the ground and slows all of this down. There's no ult at this point. They're starting to go for it. One connect against another, but the channel is in. Maybico with the kill. And here comes the defuse attempt again. It's a 1 versus 1 situation, and Maybico takes the quad kill. Great play by him as he locks in a victory for the team. Last man standing here. So all of this starts with the attempt to take them down. The initial kill against Was over here. Leave you as the last man standing. Goes up against the heavily damaged Maybico, but it doesn't matter since he is caught between a rock and a hard place. I mean, if he doesn't go for the defuse here, they lose to the bomb. And if he doesn't, just goes for the kill, bomb explodes, or he simply tries to hold out, and then he gets taken apart by Sage. Either way, the 2 versus 1, that's what we're seeing right now. We got an Ares for Avenger. Okay, apparently not really a big fan of the Spectre here. So that's definitely something that we're going to take a closer look at. This is actually a tool that we've now seen used a few more times. So no Odin in play just yet. We're not going to go that far down the rabbit hole. But we got an Ares for now. Ooh. And he's able to take the Boombot down. But it's going to be A again. There's still 2 of the defenders sitting over on B. Showers are getting attacked by Brimstone and Breach again. Riken gets the kill. Nice. White already eliminated. And here comes Ares with 1 kill. But they're not able to get the victory yet. Riken was revived over on Showers. They're still poking around here. It's a 5 versus 3 setup. Wall is already out. We also have the wall and the... also the smokes, just making sure that nobody is able to move in here anytime soon. Same time, Wake is holding Showers. Over here, Riken on the other hand is just waiting for someone to dip around in lamps. And time is running out. Time is running out quickly. Over here, Wake had to break through the wall. Tries that as well. Maybe Ko is taking Shuka down. That's a really good opening once again for the attacking team. So they lost the initial 2 rounds, but now they're doing fantastic here. Livio and West take 2 down, but the bomb is ticking, and Incinerary slows it down even more. Doesn't even come to the explosion because the attackers take it before that happens, as Riken takes a triple kill. 2-2. Team Valors starting up with a 2-0 lead on this map, and then immediately, of course, our little setup where we have ProxiMiniTY coming back quickly with 2 wins of their own. Yeah, Wei is apparently disconnecting at this point, so it seems like the tech issues are now on the side of Team Valors. So it might be that the earlier pause is connected to that as well. This is going to be an interesting round anyways, because with those 2 victories that we just saw for ProxiMiniTY, we still have to watch out what's happening on the eco side from Team Valors now. As you can tell, they don't really have a lot. I mean, the player that has the most money available to him is Waz, who has to reconnect now. He has 3,300, and that's just simply not enough to buy yourself anything. I mean, technically speaking, you could go into Rifle and afford also light armor, but to be absolutely honest with you, if the rest of the team isn't able to do that either, then you're not going to see that happening. So very likely it's going to be Sheriffs for them, and the attempt to just have enough money available for the next round that they can afford the full buy, and simply play this out in an attempt to maybe steal a couple of weapons away, get the spike planted if they can. So it's definitely an advantageous situation for the attackers. ProxiMiniTY in a bit of a better spot here. And as already expected, yeah, Vaz is reconnecting right now, so we're going to start this up soon. Niche. But it's a great setup for ProxiMiniTY. Now for Team Valors, there's obviously a little bit of a saving grace connected to this too, because even if they lose on this one, what would happen is that they have enough credits in the next round to go for a full buy, simply because they now already lost 2 rounds in a row. If you lose a 3rd one, then you're capping out on the loser's bonus that you get there, so we would have them with 2,900 credits each a consecutive round, whereas the attackers for winning a round obviously get 3k themselves. But yep, here we go. Slowing down already. Nicely done. That was the execution right there, but they're just gunning them down quickly. I mean, once again, the play through sending something through the teleporter here, faking them out a little bit. That's actually a good use of the grenade over here. Nicely done, I like that. And they're making sure that they go through the teleporter after all. So, not really as bad as I initially thought for the defenders. They were able to take 3 down. That's actually insane. If they win this round, that would be incredible. That would honestly be just fantastic for them. So it's going to be an approach to recapture B through Hookah. And it's a 2 versus 2 setup. The guns over here, everybody has full rifles. So they were already able to steal it away. This is already a fantastic eco round for them. If they can win it too, that would be the dream. But it doesn't come to it, as we have ProxiMiniTY claiming another victory here. They still lost 3 of their agents, who all have to rebuy now. And with 3 of them down, that's obviously extra cash in the hands of Valors as well. So they can afford the full buy. Still got enough money for ProxiMiniTY to go for a full weapons purchase here now too. And yeah, The interesting part is really going to be when operators are making a reappearance here. For now, it's just all about the rifles. And it's the same approach that we've now seen multiple times from ProxiMiniTY on the attacker side. So they're going straight over towards Hookah again. Sorry, towards Showers. And a push out, an aggressive one actually on B. Soze is met by 3 players that are being heavily aggressive here and has to retreat a little bit. So shaking it up a bit. Valors with a bit of a different tactic right now and just saying, alright boys, let's push out and see what we can actually do. Maybe we catch them off guard and get an entry kill. And they were close. Soze definitely got beaten up a little bit. Could maybe even receive a heal over there. He's only missing 11 hit points though. We have 4 ults up against 3. Both of the Brimstones, by the way, can rain down some Hellfire over here. And we indeed have also the Showstopper available for both Raze players. So that's actually huge. Bit of a wallbang action towards the box on the right side of the Hookah window. Spike is still sitting in the middle, though. They're playing it slow again. They got another 40 seconds. They're definitely not rushing anything here. But now the move straight to the middle. Already a slowdown. Goes for the wall again. Tries to also play this a little bit slower, expecting the cluster grenade already to come through. But here comes the sound cue. And cluster grenade is in. And showstopper time. Bye-bye, Mebico. Yeah, that's exactly what we've been waiting for. Alright. Drops the Hellfire low already. That's again the attackers as they're trying to push in and recover the spike, which they have now done. And obviously they're moving straight over towards B. Has taken down 1, but Kyle is able to recover the spike. The problem is that he's down to only 11 HP. But here again, the attempt to maybe go for the attack. Nah, not quite. Defenders, they are able to take it. Yeah, time running out over here. 3-3! I like it. We have a good one on our hands. That's a great grand final. I mean, obviously plagued a little bit by technical difficulties, as it seems. We had a bit of an early break, and then also in the last round, initially, a short disconnect where we had to wait for one of the players to come back into the game. But I gotta say that this is getting spicy. Rifles all around once again, as both of the teams are able to afford a full buy. And still a bit of extra cash also in the hands of the attackers. But yeah, we're tied. Again, the approach through Showers. The blind comes through, looking if someone pokes for the orb. So far, that's not the case. And now they're allowing at least a Breach to move farther forward here. Pushing around the corner, maybe a little bit more aggressively right now. And allows them to get the orb here. Alright, Shuka is already walling it off, using it also to reposition a little bit onto a high ground vision. Doesn't find anything here. Still could poke now, though. And has more or less Raze in his crosshairs if he makes that move. But it's a bit of a stalemate over here. They're just waiting it out. It's also because of the ice wall, of course. The ice wall slows them down for 40 seconds. So they can actually wait out their time. Brimstone can continue to smoke the choke point over on a short. He's pretty much doing that. And Cypher is still holding B more or less alone. The interesting part is this. This is actually sexy. With all of the plays through teleporter that we've seen, he is really trying to play that. So he's already trying to open it up now as well with his ult. But if they actually move through the teleporter, that would be fantastic. And they've done that play multiple times right now. So it's a bit of a gamble. And Breach has now moved out of it. Maybe Code drops the spike again. But I still like the idea. I still like the teleport idea. With how often they've now done this, it's a really good move. 3 are down though, so Team Valors is down to 2 players, and well, make that 1 because we had a wraparound of Raze over towards the window where she took down Cypher, and now it's just simply time to try and chase Was, I think. I mean, he should just try and save here, which is pretty much exactly what he's going to do. But they want him. They really want him. They're going to chase him right now. They're going to double check if they can maybe find him here. I think they still expect him to be... Yeah, they expect him to be in the teleporter. You could actually hear them open the teleporter from the other side and then back through it. Oh, ho, ho! And he goes for the double here. Nice. Gets taken down too, but still, gotta give the boys some credit. So he walks around here, plays it slow. He knows they are the teleporter. He heard the sound, wraps it in, takes 1, takes 2. Beautiful spray transfer, gets a double kill for his efforts. And honestly, that's the most that he could expect out of that situation. That is also a good eco move for them, of course, since he denies money to at least 2 of the opponent's players.
This goes here.
But now things are getting tricky because, well, Team Valors is behind by 1 point only, but they cannot afford rifles. So it's ghosts for them. They're still going for a bit of an eco. Already moving around here in the attempt to see if they can maybe get an early kill. Maybe with a headshot you are able to grab yourself another weapon. But it's a good game. I mean, seriously, like both of the teams are really pushing the envelope here. But there's the attack again. The attackers are coming in now, and they know that there's at least half an eco round happening right now. So they are making this exactly the way that they did before. Once again, the damage on Mebico. I mean, honestly, he's the sacrificial pawn the entire time. He's the one that they're pushing just into that position. He walls it off every time, and then the rest of the team is starting to hunt targets as everybody is trying to prevent him from planting the spike. But now only Cypher is still left, and Cypher is just sitting over and Bean is just saying like, boys, I'm not gonna have anything to do with all of that. That's just not happening. So yeah, Cypher's the last man standing. All the carnage already happening over on A. But it's a very aggressive setup when they want it to be. So it's kind of funny because every single time that we actually have an advantageous situation for proximity, when they know that the opponent is not able to afford proper weapons, they always play more aggressive. They 5-stack it a bit, they start to rush onto a position more aggressively, they immediately bring the wall down here on Bind from Sage and then try to plant the spike. And while players like White on his Raze are trying to get the C4 out, or the Incendiary from Brimstone to slow him down and prevent it, the rest of the team is just going for the hunt. So they are going to try and take the kills here. Regan by now is sitting at 8 kills, Kale is sitting on 6. We have 5 to 3 points now on the board in favor of ProxiMiniTY. But it's operator time now. White, for the second time in this game, is committing to an operator. And got boosted up onto the tank as well. And this time he might just be able to make that play here. Honestly, one of the things that I found super sexy in one of the earlier games was when they were caught on showers a little bit when all of that happened. And on showers we actually see Shuka this time waiting this out and hoping for the push to come in again. And this double setup is always making the push. He's the one that gets caught though. Nicely done by Awakened by Brimstone here. So that's the early kill for them. And this is just this duo. This is always trying to go for exactly that moment. Another kill as Kyle takes White down. White saw a bit of an opportunity to come in and put the operator to some use. And that didn't really work out for him. Was, on the other hand, is still trying to hold showers here. But with the 5 versus 3 setup, this is of course going to get tricky. Gets the kill though. Wake goes down. So that's the opening shot for Team Valors. As they're trying to claw their way back here. Starting to smoke it off already. Rotation to, oh yeah, rotation towards B is underway, and they took out Cypher in the process. Wall is already in as well, or at least the slow orb is on the ground. Yeah, there's the kill, okay, or at least the attempt. Kyle, yeah, gets another beautiful headshot connected here, and leaves Phoenix no chance. Avenger can try to avenge himself in the next round, but in this one there was just nothing for him to do. And of course, now we're talking about a little bit more cash in the hands of Team Valors. The problem is that it's still not enough to give the entire team a full buy. So ProxiMiniTY is slowly starting to pick up a bit of momentum in this game. They have now 6 points on the board against 3. And insane amounts of cash floating for them. 8,800 credits for Kyle. He's going to be capped next round. Soze is going to be capped next round, no matter what happens here. So yeah, this makes it a little bit more tough. They're stacking showers now. They're stacking showers. They're kind of done with this shit. They're saying like, hey, if you boys are always going for the orb here, we're going to stack showers and good luck with that. So there's 3 sitting showers at this point. Sage Shuka is the only one holding this. And well, there we go. There's 1 kill in and there's the second. It's a 2-for-2 trade with a big difference that Team Valors is rocking sheriffs. They get 2 kills for 2. That's all that you need to do right now. And what's the first thing that happens? Waz is moving over and is saying like, oh, look at that, I got a Phantom. We're reviving Phoenix and all of a sudden we got weapons. Not only do they play a 4 versus 3 now, but they all of a sudden have weapons as well. That's a fantastic opening, and they kind of exploited the fact a bit that ProxiMiniTY is Oh my god, Waz gets the kill with his ult on Kyle. Yeah, this is always the problem when you're trying to revive and there is Brimstone in play that has his ult up. That's always the issue. If that's the case, you need to be so careful because you can always go in for the frag right after. So yeah, nicely done. Yeah, but bringing me back to my point here, they were just a little bit predictable in the way that they were playing showers every single time. Avenger indeed gets Riken taken down, but Soze kills him. Time is ticking though, and they move very, very quickly over to B, where we still have Liviu. And he gets... Oh, beautiful hit against Maviko. Soze gets the kill, but does he get the plant in time? Yeah, he does. He's a bit low and he's of course solo right now. And he gets taken down by Shuka right away. So job well done. Shuka gets the kill. And that's a point on the board for Team Valors. They bring it back. Huge victory. I mean, huge. They had no money this round. They were saving. There was nothing. And then they make the showers play. They stack it with 3. They blind and come around the corner and trade with Brimstone and Breach. Sage moves in for the revive. They pick the weapons up. And from there on out, it's the Brimstone ult against the ProxiMiniTY Sage Resurrection that just continues the lead for them. So fantastic round for Valors. And they keep themselves in reach of their opponent. Liviu is now going for the operator. Apparently, he's a little bit fed up with what was happening over there with White. So he said like, hey dude, you're just not cutting it, I'm sorry. But I'm going to show you how it's done now. So he's going to be the one trying to op it out on the window. Oh, over here. 6 hit points left. Took Wake down. Nice teleporter play there too, or at least the attempt of it. And they nearly got the kill on Kale as well. So that's happening. He's down. There's that. And we have Avenger also going around the corner. 1, 2. Sexy. Sexy as hell. Beautiful play by him. And that leaves us with only one last man standing, and that is Mabiko. He might get a kill. But yeah, maybe a KO, maybe not. But let's take another quick look at that beautiful play here from Phoenix. So first of all, Kyle goes down. That was what started all of this. And then we have Avenger over here with a grandiose flash. 1 kill, 2 kill. Easy peasy for him. No hesitation there. And, well, that's that. 5-6. The comeback is there. And this is, of course, the important one. Do we enter the second half of this grand final with the tie or with the lead for the attackers? Follow every double operator now. White and Liviu, they both have one. And so far, it's only Liviu that we actually have to look at. He's holding down showers again. They're stacking this. There's the ult. Flushing them out, starting to make the move, and ooh, even committing to the showstopper. Not getting anything done, but it's once again time for the plant attempt. No kills just yet, still holding showers. There's nobody on showers on the other hand. But yeah, Avengers trying to go through lamps at this point. Yeah, also another ult. As we have White apparently trying to get the kill. And he gets the shower kill against Soze. Was takes Riken down. That's fantastic. The plant attempt on the other hand is still cancelled. There's at least 1 kill. Good headshot. Maybe Ko is able to make that work. Lamps. You still have 1 moving through. It's getting a little bit dicey right now. He's all alone and he gets just completely obliterated. Yeah, defenders win it, and that's a tie, ladies and gentlemen, as we're heading into the second round. I mentioned it before, but I have to mention it again, obviously, with a bug in the second half. That means that not only will some of the colors be wrong right now, since you can tell these are all looking at a green hue, and obviously that's wrong. That's going to be fixed in the second round. This is a first round mistake in this little loadout, and as you can also tell, we don't see the entire setup with weapons and credits anymore. That's unfortunately something that Riot introduced in the last patch, hopefully patched out soon, but for now we still have to deal with it. Still gives us a bit of an idea, of course, if a team is going for a full buy or going more for an eco round, so gives at least some information. But yeah, there's still a little bit of work to be done from Riot if they want this to be a top esports title, which is definitely going to be the case. So it's pistol round time. And I think White is going to be a little bit outmatched over here. Oh, can hide behind the corner. Yeah, there were 3 of them that were stacking this, and he got a little bit lucky there, but also well done by him. And he has now full control over Hookah, and is able to get some damage out. They are starting to rush onto the point right now, and already take pretty much full control over here. Yeah, jumping over as well. Holy shit. White really wants to go for it. Levu at least gets the plant in, but his team got more or less wrecked in the approach though. Recon gets another kill in, and that means, well, we still have 3 attackers left actually. A little bit of a brain fart from my end here. I really thought they got another one, but apparently they didn't. Oh, Kyle on the other hand, with Incendiary, is able to get a kill against Waz. So yeah, so now we have a 2 versus 2 setup. They're trying to go for the defuse. Great headshots. Great headshots. Attackers, they take it. And that all of a sudden is Team Valors turning this around. Team Valors is turning this series around. They fell behind in the first half, were able to tie towards the end of the first one, and now they're taking a lead as we're entering the second half. Bulldog in play for Brimstone on Team Valors. We got Recon with a full eco, aka his team is also ecoing it up right now. And, well, that's going to be the setup for the second round, which is supposed to be taken by Team Valors, of course, as well. I mean, this is really the one that you're supposed to win. If your opponent goes for the full eco, then that's just what it is. There's a little bit of an attack over Phoenix, though, here. Wow. They're getting quite a couple of kills in. The defenders are struggling as only one is surviving, and, well, I gotta admit that this is much better for the defenders than I expected it to be. Let's be honest, they killed 3. They killed 3 of the players. And Meiko, he has currently the Spectre over here. So he could, in theory, still make that play. It's actually smoked out there for just a second. Yeah, but they should have heard him now, no? Okay, he knows at least where one of them is. Nah, doesn't get the kill, though. So the attackers win it, but that was a costly victory. They lost 3 of their players. They lost quite a lot of money that they got. And yeah, this could have been a lot better for them for sure. But they still have the weapons for the next round. They got the lead now. But of course they need another 5 rounds in order to lock down this grand final and get the victory here. And that's going to be a little bit more tricky. ProxiMiniTY. They need to show that they can do that on the defender side now as well. Throwing the weapon away, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's have at it. We got 3 on B now for the defenders. This is going to be hard. I really want to see if ProxiMiniTY can close that gap now. Alright. Let's see if they can make it work. Hey, you got a little bit of an operator play here already. I mean, I would assume that... No, he's rocking a Vandal over here. Okay. 2 against 4 if they make the commitment here. Yeah, they're opening up the teleporter. A couple of shots there fired. Alright, what about Phoenix? What do you have him? Starting to go through the showers there slowly. He would go up against Raze in just a second. That's going to be our little gun duel. Not yet. Pokes around. Gets actually a shot connected. And Breach has now moved over. So Breach, Brimstone, and Raze are all sitting on A. So it's a 4 versus 3 setup. The spike is also slowly taken here. And let's go. Still the attempts from White with the operator to just get some shots connected. He's aiming for the window. He's trying to get a blind hit in. So far nothing connected, but he's definitely making quite a bit of noise. And there are still 2 sitting in showers, Phoenix and Sage, as the rest of the team is still having a look over onto B to get a bit of an idea of whether or not they might be able to make a play here. So, yeah, C4 out. Bit of noise over there. And look at the rotation. Look at the minimap. 3 of them. Everybody rotates in. Everybody rotates in. Beautiful fake. They are moving back right now, but they lost the position, and that's a problem now. Levu, he's already planting the spike and barely gets it through with another 6 seconds left on the timer. Now the 4 versus 4 over here. Now it's a 4 versus 4. They're heading into lamps, trying to check this one out. Phoenix could get the kill and does it easily. Gets one, no problem for him. Attackers in a good position. 3 versus 4. Gets another kill in. Nicely done. Needs to be careful with Incinerate. Is flushed out here. And another one is taken. Kyle actually totally popping off right now. but Soze and Kyle both eliminated as they are trying to go for the defuse, and that's another win for the attackers. They lock another one in, and that was such an important victory. This was the third round of the half, and that's always the crucial one. 9 points to 6 on the board, another 4 missing to take this grand final, win the tournament, and secure yourself a #1 seed for the big tournament next week. For the grand finale over here. Yeah, things are getting spicy right now. And obviously the operator is still in play here as well. And we can see who takes it. Plays are being made. Riken takes Shuka down. Avenger takes 2, but here comes the kill as White takes Wake apart. That's 4 attackers still in play, only 2 of the defenders, and they're already starting to chase down Kyle, who has to hightail it out of the showers, tries to come back in, but Avenger is still sitting there, gets another kill, and that's another victory to be imminent. Well, maybe not. Maybe Ko peeks, and all of a sudden he's down, and there's the revive. But Waz comes in and claims both of them. Wow. Holy shit. If that revive goes through, then all of a sudden it goes from a 1 versus 3 into a 2 versus 1. But it's 10 points against 6 now, and like ways with the play here towards the end, that was definitely a hype one. Avenger and Riken, all of them ready at this point, and well, let's go. We currently have 10 to 6 on the board, so with all of the ults that are available for the attackers, it might be another opportunity to get even further ahead. And we already have 1 ult used. Avengers moves in and distracts. White is able to get a quick shot connected as Phoenix with his ult flushes out one of the players, so Raze falls victim to White's operator play. The opening kill for Team Valors, they pick up a lot of momentum. Wake, on the other hand, he's kind of done with this shit, and he said, hey, I can op too, and he gets the counter kill, so he brings the team back here. 4 versus 4 situation, as showers are once again attacked. Everybody's falling away from B, at least for the time being. Cypher's rotating over, so it's 2 only sitting over on A. And we got maybe Ko just dipping in and out, trying to get a bit of a glimpse of what's going on here. There's the flash. Ah, and the kill. Maybe Ko missing the shots, and Avenger taking him down, flashing around the corner once again. There's also the Brimstone ult. Spy carrier goes down. Kyle in trouble. Sorry, Kyle with the kill and White in trouble here. 3 versus 3. Oh, what a flick. Nice. Gets the flick over. Nearly the kill against Soze. He's the last man standing. 11 hit points is all that he has. The attackers looking at another opportunity to get even farther ahead over here. And the revive that we just now saw from Shuka is very likely going to seal the deal. With 11 HP, that would be an absolute miracle if Soze can do anything about it. They already know exactly where he is, and he just has to move away here. He picks up the op, and he just says, alright boys, I'm gonna save this one. It's all that he can really hope for. Saving the op is all that he can do. White and the rest of the team, they're already attempting to chase him down, but with 11 HP, there's just nothing that he can honestly accomplish here anymore. In a 1 versus 2 situation, if he catches them off guard, maybe he has a chance, but let's be honest, outside of that, there's just no way for him to make a play if he goes up against 3 with 11 HP. Yeah, even the pre-fires here, he can't afford to eat a single bullet. So, yeah. Tries to go for the op. Ooh, they're still trying to chase him down. Spike is gonna go down soon. Attackers, they win it. Oh, he gets taken. No way. All that work for nothing. 11 to 6 points on the board now, and ProxiMiniTY even loses the op that he was trying to save. They go for a bit of a forced buy here, as we have Riken in this case going for the newly changed Guardian. The defenders in so much troubles right now. Jesus, these plays are getting insane. And just look at the board. We have another 3 ults available for Team Valors. They got the Brimstone ult, they got Cypher. And I was about to say they got the ult also on Raze, but scratch that, because Riken had other plans here. The operator shot misses, but Riken is absolutely on point with his Guardian bullet and takes her out. So great start here. Not only taking the op out, but also giving themselves a little bit of an opening here. With him now also having his ultimate ready. So he could use the showstopper here if he gets a chance. Avenger on the other hand gets also eliminated. Another kill coming in. So far so good. Maybe Ko going for a bit of a peek. Boosting himself up towards the top here. As everybody is getting smoked by Brimstone over on B. But still, it's a 3 versus 5 now. Now, ProxiMiniTY, they've been bleeding. They are trying to stop the bleeding right now, and they're doing pretty well with it. Okay, there's a good kill, though. Nicely done from the attacking side. Kale is coming in, and, well, we have one last player in play. And just as I said, Wei comes in and takes him down. So there's another point for ProxiMiniTY. A little bit of a sign of life for our defenders here. So maybe they can close in and win a couple more rounds. Obviously, Riken still sitting at his Guardian, which I kind of like, honestly. I mean, the Guardian, the costs got reduced quite heavily. It's now down to 2,500. Boosts himself with the C4 up onto the box so that he has a bit of a different angle when he tries to get the corner shot in. ProxiMiniTY is heavily leaning towards B, at least initially here, though, for this round. And, yeah, it's getting a bit crazy over here. There's still a lot of ults in play, and both of the race players have now their showstopper available. And, well, we also have the Breach ult and the Cypher ults ready for both teams. And talking about Cypher, defender side is actually stacking A a little bit more heavily now. That Cypher is rotating over here. No move just made on B yet, but it's gonna come. There's the smoke. The immediate boost. And trying to get the kill in. Slowing them down at least to allow the rotation of the rest of the team. But they got to be careful with this one. Already slowing them as much as possible. But the attackers are starting to rush in pretty quickly right now. A little bit of a showstopper play. Definitely possible. Where race players come in. White gets caught here. Wants to go for it. And he actually catches a kill. He takes Kyle down. There's the next ult. And another big hit comes in. Well done. Oh my god, what a slaughter. 1 versus 1 situation right now. Wake is up against Sage. The last defender against the attacker, and he takes it. Another victory for ProxiMiniTY. Comes through, hits the shot, and is able to defuse the bomb just in time. 11-8. They're slowly coming back. What a series. What a fantastic grand final, honestly. This is an absolutely sick setup that we have for the grand final here. Riken still hasn't died ever since he bought himself that Guardian, and he's still playing it through with it. So Guardian play by him once again. Actually, it's not quite true. He actually died on the last round, so he bought himself another Guardian, even though he had plenty of resources to buy himself another weapon. So that's definitely an interesting touch here for him as well. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a good luck charm on his end, but so far the Guardian plays have worked out. So Wake the one to op on B. Riken. Kyle actually takes Avenger down. That was an early opening. Right, a little bit of attack. Gets 1 in, gets 2 in. Riken with another kill against White. And he gets another one through the boxes. Back. He gets another one. What the hell? Calm the fuck down. What's happening here? He has 5 HP and is just absolutely murdering. I mean, look at this shit. He came in and gets the initial kill as he wraps around the boxes. Gets 1 in. Comes in again, taps the box, gets another kill, and then is able to even connect a third one. Shuka takes Kyle down, and now that leaves us with a single attacker. Only one. Yeah, Shuka is the only one that is still there, and there's a lot of bangs going on right here. Shuka takes Soze down, but he's still up against 3, and yeah, this is looking more and more like the gap is going to be closed even more than that. Riken at 58 HP since initially he got another revive there. He's gonna poke around the corner again, and here we have it. 4 kills in total by Riken, the Guardian God right there. Color me impressed. Yeah, that newly reformed Guardian is apparently a bit of a personal preference for our race player over here. What a setup. We went from 11-6 to 11 versus 9 rounds. Alright, gets boosted up at the top again. There's always a bit of a different position for him here. But at this point, what do you rather peak? The Operator or the Guardian? I mean, I can tell you that no matter what he plays, look where they are. They're just saying like, alright, fuck A, we're going to go over to B. And I don't blame them. Not in the slightest. Why would you? They got totally murdered by Raze. They're like, yeah, Raze plays A. Guys, let's try the other bomb side. That's probably a little bit better for us. Alright. Got the vision. Know that there's 3. They get 1. They get 2. Nice blind as well. And fall back right away. There's the revive though. 4 versus 3 situation on the map after we saw the Sage revive. The info is out as well, and Wake gets a kill. Oh my god, ProxiMiniTY, seriously. I don't know what happened, but they are definitely crushing it.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Alright. 4 versus 2. And the ult here with the running back over here. As they're starting to move in. Another kill. Kyle takes Shuka. And that's the end of Avenger. And another round. 11-10. 11-10. This is insane. This is 6 city plays what we're seeing right now. Honestly, I really thought that Team Valors was just walking away with it. They built so much momentum. Just look at how this round started. It was 5 wins in a row by Team Valors. And now it has completely turned. 4 rounds in a row taken by ProxiMiniTY as they are looking to equalize the score here. And Riken is just crowning himself to be the Guardian God at this point. I mean, they're going to try again for A. Let's see if he can make another play here. But this is definitely, this is worthy of a final. I mean, a beautiful match so far. Okay. They're coming through again. Riken is ready. Riken is ready. Ah! And he gets it! The heavy wall penetration that we have since the last patch is absolutely working out for them. Another shot connected. Riken is absolutely bloody murdering them over here. Another headshot! Dude, calm down! Seriously! They got a family! You can't do this! This isn't legal! This is a 5 versus 2. Ever since this bad boy discovered the Guardian for himself, he is just crushing over here. It's getting ridiculous. By the way, talking about ridiculous, Waz is coming in and takes 1 and takes 2. Yeah, he gets taken down, but still, what a lovely setup. Just look at this. Riken is completely unaware that someone was able to sneak in behind them. So he goes for, takes 1 of the weapons away, aims once, aims twice, gets both of the kills in. Ah, classic. It doesn't change the fact, though, that we have a tie in the series now. And Riken might have died, but I can tell you one thing. He has enough money to afford himself another, you already guessed it, Guardian. And he is just banging in that box 6 days to Sunday. Every single time he knows that someone is behind it, he gets those shots connected right through it. And with the heavy wall penetration, there's absolutely no problem with making those plays. So, at the same time, we got White with an operator. So he's trying to sniff Riken out now, but he doesn't get the hit. He knows exactly where it is, and that forces Riken to reconnect. Mabiko was able to take Waz down over on B, and they're now starting to rotate over into showers again. White himself on A short. But what a series. Kyle with the kill against Avenger. Guys, 5 versus 3. I have no idea what these guys have been drinking, but it definitely worked. I mean, holy guacamole. A little bit of a jump peek over here maybe again. No, not yet. Riken is playing it slow. All the attackers starting to push on to A now. And then ProxiMiniTY has 3 here. Yep. Wall penetration is in. Riken is sitting tight. And gets another kill. His Guardian play is insane. That guy doesn't miss. That guy just doesn't miss, does he? Now White is still sitting right here and waits for him to come around the corner. Connects the shot through the wall, but it doesn't matter. Riken gets another kill. Riken has another one. Ah, finally someone takes him down. Shuka, the last man standing. He goes up against 4 actually. But yeah, what are you gonna do? 12 seconds left. No, straight bullet between the eyes. Wake with the operator doesn't hesitate for the second. They obviously knew exactly where he was. One was rotating in from behind already. And this is just incredible. The lead. Unbelievable. Unbe-fucking-lievable. ProxiMiniTY is ahead all of a sudden. 6 wins in a row. They took 6 rounds. And Riken and his Guardian are just terrifying Team Valors. I mean, I would be terrified to peek any corner. You think an operator is bad? Wait until you see Recon on a Guardian. The Guardian god himself wants to go for the next play. A little bit of an op play over here too on B, but it's all about A at this point. Recon is sitting there again. There's the smokes this time. And they're rushing in. They're coming in right now. This time he's taken out. Alright, gods can bleed after all. Recon goes down. And now the entire attacker setup is making a move here. Trying to plant, of course. Ice Wall is already down. A little bit of a slowdown there. Maybe Ko is starting to rotate in. 5 versus 4. Can they go for the tie? They're trying to go for the revive, but they can't really reach him. If he goes for the wall, then he might have a chance here. And he actually does it. He wants to revive him, and he gets him revived. Nicely done. That was a little bit unexpected. But Shuka gets not only Recon, he takes maybe Ko down too. Kyle at least gets the counter kill against Sage, but it's still a 4 versus 3 in favor of the attacker side, and they already planted a spike here, so you just have to wait it out right now. Beautiful ultus to just completely flush them out. Shots are fired, and Avenger goes down, but not before he takes Kale down. Here comes the ult, the showstopper, but doesn't stop the show completely. Oh my god, it's a win! They take the grand final. ProxiMiniTY with a victory. GG and well played as they win the tournament.